We're back on TYT Sports. More from UFC 216.
Hello, Jason.
As Demetrious Johnson, maybe he was saving it for the 11th straight title defense.
Maybe.
But it truthfully was one of the most, and here's the thing that sucks the most. We can't show you it, and I almost urge you to leave the clip now. You've watched 11 seconds, you saw this ugly mug, and just go watch what happened at UFC 216.
We'll leave a link in the description. How about
Ray Borg. We do have some photos.
Great breakdown, by the way, from the Weasel. I want to put that in there.
I was watching you watch that earlier.
Yes,
I
it was incredible.
That was Mighty Mouse dropped Ray Borg, and then in midair got him in an armbar submission.
Have you ever seen this before?
Have I ever seen? Not in the UFC. And then he crawled away knowing that he became the winningest champion in UFC history, or the most impressive champion in UFC history. And here's the part that sucks the most. I credit Ariel Helwani because he's had him on the MMA Hour for years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
I credit Mike Bond from, I think, MMA Junkie, because he's discussed the greatness of Demetrious Johnson for years and years and years and years. And I'm missing one from Yahoo Sports, but for the most part.
Kevin Iole.
For the most part, MMA media, you don't give the guy any attention. We've done a couple of the clips. I've done a couple clips on his gaming segments, if you want to go back and check those out, because I think he's one of the most awesome people. He's a great gamer.
He's a great gamer.
And he's a great personality because he's.
Does he play FIFA?
I don't think he plays Bloodborne.
I issue a challenge to Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson on FIFA.
He plays like Bloodborne, Dark Souls.
Maybe he'll cross over.
Destiny. So
it's my only game.
Because he's like just a normal dude.
He's a normal dude who loves his kid.
The other thing about the fight, or the post-fight, is that there's potential, a chance for Demetrious Johnson to really cash in. And that would be a fight against moving up in weight to fight either Dillashaw or Cody Garbrandt, which could end his run. What goes through your mind when you're watching? You had to watch it twice. That was definitely one of those moments where you're like, I couldn't believe my eyes and how much happened in such a very short amount of time. That this little 5 foot,
a little boy.
Is he 5'5"?
Gilbert Gottfried.
I know. Is he 5? You've done it 3 times.
Just for the
Is he 5'5", Demetrious Johnson? 5'4"?
Maybe, yeah.
5'4" and a half.
Somewhere from. You go here, I'll go here.
Respect. Where does he stop? He's Jewish. Respect to the. It's from Superbad. It's respect to the champion. Respect to the GOAT.
Here's how I feel about Mighty Mouse. All right.
Or one of the GOATs. There's like 2 or 3.
I see. So like 11 straight. Broke Anderson Silva's record for title defenses. He has, obviously, as Jason has outlined many times on this very medium, a beef with the UFC because he doesn't believe that he's gotten his fair shake, a fair payday, which we all agree with. So he's not moving up in weight because he doesn't think that he's getting paid enough and won't get paid enough. However, he's totally humble. But well, actually, he went after the UFC a little bit.
He's in the right to go after the UFC. He should go after the UFC. He should fight Dana White.
Right.
Johnson versus White. 1 at UFC 219.
I don't know, Dana could come on strong.
Yeah, Dana's watched enough UFC where he's like, I'm gonna pull out all the tricks.
Right, of course. Tools in the toolbox.
Maybe he's got
making fun of myself. So
tools. I like the tools. I use it.
Here's what I see. In terms of MMA media and just media overall, I know we gotta get going. MMA media overall. Here's what I see. I see a not disrespectfulness, but an underappreciated value for the art that they bring in their respective stadia. And how I'll relate this is to Vladimir Klitschko dominating the heavyweight division in boxing, where granted he would sell out a few different arenas, it was still like, it's Klitschko. He wins off of jabs. He doesn't win off of traditional power. He's boring to watch. You know he's gonna win. It's the same exact thing where, granted, Vladimir Klitschko has been in government and he's like trying to help out the Ukraine and what have you. Obviously, Mighty Mouse is not from the Ukraine, hasn't done that, but just in their respective stadia, not having the appreciation for what they are and how dominant they are, because it's almost a given that they were gonna win in their prime. I'm saying that because Klitschko is retired. That Demetrious Johnson is gonna win whoever he goes up against. Klitschko is gonna beat anybody on any given day because of the sheer talent that they have and the infliction of harm that they bring to their opponents, where it's almost a given. So underappreciated value is what I would say.
Fact. Johnson versus Garbrandt or Dillashaw, do you want to see it? Comment below.
Dillashaw, I want to see it.